Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to measure the actual compression ratio on a two-stroke engine. This is out of my 86 Honda TRX 250R. Just finishing up getting it rebuilt and thought I'd take this opportunity to show you how to do this. So here's basically what we're going to be needing. I have a 60cc syringe pre-filled to the 50cc mark. Got some grease, a torque wrench, and a level. So let's get started. Alright. Now, you're going to take the grease with the piston sitting a little bit below the cylinder deck. And smear some grease right here around the edge of the piston. Don't worry about making a mess right now. We're going to clean it off here in a second. Alright, now we got that covered up good. And what that's for is to ensure that no liquid falls down the cylinder wall. Makes a great seal. Alright, now once you got your grease on there, you're going to rotate your piston up to top dead center. And my flywheel has a nice little top dead center mark right there on it, which I have previously verified to make sure that it's accurate while I had my engine completely apart. Anyway, once you get your top dead center, go ahead and wipe off the excess grease so that you have a nice thin band of grease right there at the edge of the piston. Alright. Got that all cleaned up. Alright, so I got my thin layer of grease coming around the edge of the piston. You want to go ahead and make sure your engine is level. Should do this to start out with. As you can see, coming across the bolts here, it is good and level. And I would imagine this could be done while it's in the bike. It's just a lot easier to do it on the bench. Otherwise you'd have to end up leveling your whole bike. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drop your head gasket on. And what I'm using here is 3 of the stock gaskets minus the spacer. Drop your head on. And tighten it down to spec. Book says 18 to 21 foot-pounds. I go with 19. Alright, got my torque wrench set on 19 foot-pounds. Go ahead and get that torque down. Good. Alright, got that all torqued down. Now, we know that we have our piston at the top dead center. My flywheel has that nice little mark on it. It's hard to see on the video, or I'd show it to you. You're going to take your pre-filled, your syringe that you have a known amount in this case it's 50 cc's, and fill it up to the bottom thread of the spark plug hole. Give a little tap, make sure you don't have any air bubbles in there. don't know if you can see this in here or not. We have our water level right there at the bottom thread. Alright, I started with 50 cc's. We're down to 36. So we got 14 cc's in the combustion chamber. Okay, now that we know the combustion chamber volume at top dead center, we're going to do the math on it. The formula for figuring out the volume of a cylinder is pi times r squared times the height. So we know that the radius is half the diameter. The bore of my cylinder is 66.5 millimeters. Half of that is 33.25 times 33.25, which is the radius squared. Alright, I'm going to multiply that times pi, which is 3.14, times the height, which is the stroke, and we know that to be 72 millimeters because it is a stock stroke. And as we're doing, that gives us 249,945.57 cubic millimeters. We want cubic centimeters, so we're going to divide it by 1,000. Gives me my actual engine size is 249.94557 cc's. Alright, we know that our combustion chamber volume was 14 cc's, and we're going to add a half a cc for the air gap in the spark plug, and that's just an average on the air gap of the common use spark plug sizes for this engine. So we're going to add 14.5 cc's. Gives us total volume. That is the total volume of the cylinder at bottom dead center. Alright, and since it compresses up into the combustion chamber, we will divide it by 14.5 cc's, which gives 18.23 to 1 compression. I hope this was informative. Thank you for watching.